Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us at Creative Living Fellowship's Midday Meditation. It's an opportunity for you to just pause, take a moment from the hustle and bustle of your day, and be present, fully present for yourself, for your life. I want to begin with a quotation from the founder of religious science, Ernest Holmes. There is only one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life. And you will hear silence, and then the ancient chant of Om, and we will go into the guided meditation. Please surrender to the moment. Let go of everything except this moment, what has happened this morning, and what will happen this afternoon and evening. Let it go, because you can't do anything about any of that. This is the only moment we can do anything with. So give yourself the present of being present. And so it is. Again, thank you for joining us here at Creative Living Fellowship in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Dhamana Shauri, and I'm a practitioner here at CLF. And today I'm going to guide you on a journey of principles. There are basic principles in life that are infinite and never changing. And today we're going to take a journey with 9 of them. So surrender. And I want you to think about all the ways this principle can express through you, express as you. So the first one is life. Think about all that means to you, life. There's basic human life, like when a baby enters the world. There's our everyday life. And there's energy and excitement, like someone who's the life of the party. So how can you express life? How do you show up in your world? What do people expect when they see your name on the caller ID? What do people expect when they see you across the room? Are they inspired? Are they glad to see you? Do they know that they're getting ready to have a good time, to learn something new, to hear something funny, to be enriched? How is it you show up in your world? And if you're not sure, you may want to ask someone close to you how they think you show up. And if you're not pleased with the way you show up, you can absolutely change that. Another one of our standards is change your thinking, change your life. The only thing you can control is you, how you respond to things. And we know that thoughts are things. So if you're not pleased with the way you feel you show up in life, change your thoughts about this thing called life. Know that you are an individualization of God, and you have within you everything you need to create the life you choose to live, the life you want to live, a life that brings you joy. A life that when you put your head on the pillow at night, you're pleased with a day well lived. Life. Live it to the fullest. Leave everything on the field. Because this is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real thing. Life. And the second principle we're going to take a journey with today is love. Now we know there are all kinds of love. Romantic love is the one we hear most about in life. But there's also self-love, love of our families, love of a particular work that you do or hobby that you have, love of country, and just plain old love of life. Being excited when you get up in the morning because you know something delicious is going to happen to you. Love. How do you express love every day? And you certainly should be expressing love every day. But you know, it's a choice. You can choose to hold on to your love, put it in the closet, hide it in the basement, but that doesn't do anybody any good. So give your love away. To see the smiles on the faces of people who you give it to. Love yourself into the life you choose to live. Be the love that you want to experience. If it's friends you want, be a friend. If it's companionship you want, invite somebody over, invite somebody out. The love you are seeking is also seeking you. But you can receive it only if you open up to it, if you believe it's yours, and if you accept it. Love. Be love in all the ways that you can. Every day gives you plenty of opportunities to be love. Take them. What have you got to lose? Nothing. Light. How are you a light? Do people light up when you come near them? Because they know you're going to be positive, uplifting, encouraging. And do you shine your light brightly wherever you go? Because you know you can shine your light without lessening its dim one little bit. Just like a candle. A candle can light a zillion other candles and still be as bright a light as it was with the first one. And each one of us can do that also. So shine your light, shine it brightly. Shine it so that it lights up the path for other people. Give what you want to receive. Be the light. And open yourself up to the light of others, adding to your light. Power, what does that mean to you? Are you talking brute force, physical strength? If so, let's uplift that into the powers of the universe. Your spiritual power to change your mind when a situation is not what you want it to be. That doesn't mean we pretend we're not sad, or we pretend we're not having a problem, because those things happen. They don't have to stay with us, though. Recognize the power you have because you are an individualization of God. You write the script of your life. You and only you. So write it carefully with the words you say and with the thoughts you have. Power. Peace. How do you show up as peace? Can you be the voice of reason when there's chaos all around? And despite what's going on around you, are you able to go into that still small space and be peace? Not letting the craziness all around you make you join it. As Rumi says, there is no way to peace. Peace is the way. So be peace. Don't let yourself get caught up in anything that's not peace. And peace is certainly not simply the absence of war and conflict. Peace is much more than that. So see how you can stand in and for peace and allow yourself to be an instrument of peace. Peace. Beauty. What is beauty to you? Old saying is that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And that's absolutely true, because what one person thinks is beauty is not what everyone else would consider beautiful. But do we appreciate the beauty that comes our way every day? Do we appreciate the color purple? Do we appreciate the infectious laughter of a little child? Do we appreciate a dog running excitedly to greet his or her master? All of those are examples of beauty. Beauty that we can appreciate, beauty that can uplift us. Beauty that allows us to appreciate life on a grander scale. Beauty, ask yourself how you show up as beauty. Joy. Joy. When you say that word, don't you feel it? Can't you feel the joy? For no other reason than to be joyous. Celebrate just for the sake of it. You don't have to wait for holidays or special days. Just celebrate because it's Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or whatever your favorite day is. Feel that joy before you put your feet on the floor in the morning. Tell yourself it's going to be a joyous day and look for joy throughout your day. And look for ways to be joyous just because. Why not? Be joy. Health. Health is a continuum from what most of us want to some things we really don't want to experience. And it's also very individual and subjective. So you decide, what is it you need to do to express radiant health? Because it's different for everyone. And there is no right answer. Some things work for some people, and those things don't work for other people. But what is it you've learned about your body, about your spirit, about your mind that allows you to be the healthiest that you can possibly be? And we are talking about a mind, spirit, body connection, as they all work together. And they're working best when we feel good, when we know that we're moving toward our goals, and when our thoughts, our words, and our actions are in line with the goals we have for ourselves. Health. You can be a vessel of radiant health. If you go back to those thoughts that are things. Prosperity. A lot of times when we hear the word prosperity, we think money. That's a part of it. But I think it's not the most important part of it. How prosperous is your life, your relationships, your creative expression, your work life, your interaction in your everyday life as you walk down the street, or take the L or the train or the bus, or get into an Uber, or walk through the airport. Are those experiences good? Do you feel prosperous? Are you attracting into your life the things you want to experience? What can you do to live a more prosperous life? A life that is as beneficial to you as you want it to be in every area of your life. Do you play the way you want to play? Are you exploring your creative expression? Are your relationships what you want them to be? Is your physical appearance what you want it to be? Are your finances what you want them to be? All of those are expressions of prosperity. And they all begin with a thought. Everything begins with a thought. Cause is never in the physical form. So look at how you can express prosperity. And it may be walking down the steps with a bounce in your step, with a smile on your face, feeling that the world is your oyster, because it is, if you believe it is. Prosperity, living your best life, living life the way you want to live it on your own terms. I think that's what it's all about. Living our lives on our own terms. And if those terms change your thoughts, do things differently, because it's your call. It's your story. It's always your story. It's always about you. So I hope you reflect on these principles: life, love, light, power, peace, beauty, joy, health, and prosperity. And make a commitment to yourself to express those and others. These are not the only principles. These are simply the ones I highlighted today. You can also express harmony, kindness, and everything else that is of God, that is of you. So give yourself the opportunity to go into the silence, thinking about these principles. There is one life. This life is God's life. This life is perfect. This life is my life. And come back to the room. Reflect on how we've spent this time together. And I hope you find something in it that you can take with you for the rest of the afternoon, the evening, to allow you to express those principles, God's principles, to be the best individualization of God that you can possibly imagine, because it's all possible. Thank you for joining us today at Creative Living Fellowship. Have a wonderful day. And so it is.